Welcome to a misty morning in the Mournes, and as you can see, we have visibility at about maybe 10-20 meters, nothing more. The streams are bubbling, the sheep were relaxing, having their breakfast of grass, all sitting down, and it's very peaceful and calm. And we're just coming up the track from Carrick Little, and this brings us up to the call between Slieve Lamagan and Slieve Binnian, and I can't really see a thing. But the weather forecast assures me that in a couple of hours the sun is going to come out. The sunshine's going to heat everything up, and the mist hopefully will burn away. So I'm being positive, very hopeful. That's what should happen, but it wouldn't be the first time. Binnian is hit and miss. Sometimes bright sunshine, sometimes it's like this. And I've been on the top of Binnian where you can't really see. I think I couldn't even see 5 meters ahead of myself. I just couldn't see anything. So yeah, another day for navigation. You know where you're going. GPS, backup map and compass, because Binnian and Lamagan are not to be messed around with. So that's the plan for today. We're planning on a bit of a loop around those two, but we'll see how we go. So this is a great walk. When we get further up the valley, we will hopefully see on the right Annalong Valley, and in the distance you will see the saddle with Slieve Donard and Slieve Cometa, and that's further up here just as we get past these trees, but I don't think we're going to see anything on the right until we're coming back down. And then as we get further up we should reach Blue Loch, and Blue Loch is this nice pool of water just beside Slieve Lamagan. Very scenic, and we'll cross the river, a couple of streams, and then on this side we should get to see the Mourne Wall stretching all the way up to Slieve Binnian, but again I don't think we're going to see any of that until the way back down. don't think the sun's coming out for another hour or so. But by the time it comes out, we should be in good position to start climbing Binnian and Lamagan. And Binnian and Lamagan, they're the final two mountains on your 7-7s if you're doing it anti-clockwise from Donner Park in Newcastle. And anybody who has attempted that knows they're the most difficult two mountains. Not because they're difficult, so if you did them you know, on their own, no problem, but you've already done 5 mountains and you've dragged yourself up from Donner Park up the saddle, so the elevation under your legs is intense at that moment. And the other thing is you've dragged yourself from well, you've navigated down to Bencrom Dam, which takes concentration, and that's where you need a few snacks on board at that point. You know, get some gels in, get some Cliff Bar or some snacks or whatever snacks you've brought. That's the point where you need to be fueling up, because what happens then at Bencrom Dam is you have to pull yourself up to the col at Slieve Lamagan and Slieve Binnian, and I can vouch that is one of the toughest half an hours of your life. Getting up from Bencrom after coming down all the way down from Meelbeg to Bencrom Dam, to then pull yourself back up, and then when you've pulled yourself back up it's Binnian time. so yes, so not difficult in their own right, but put them together with a few more and things start to get a bit intense. So I think the mist is starting to clear slightly. We can see a wee bit further into the distance now. There's a ridge over there that we can now see, and we can see more trees over here, so it seems to be maybe easing a bit. Visibility maybe 25-30 meters, not great, but yeah, that eases as we go over the next hour up to the call. Then we're in business. So we're going to make our way down this track. There's all these wee streams that we're crossing, just trickling away on their morning, and let's keep it going. we're coming up to Blue Loch, and before we reach that, there's this epic waterfall that's coming down from Slieve Binnian. So all the rain trickling all the way down, and that's why all the streams are full of water. Last night there was very heavy rain, so a whole day nearly of rain, and it's filling up the waterfalls and the streams. And over here is Blue Loch, just in the shadow of Slieve Lamagan, and we can actually see some mountains. The mist has faded away a wee bit, so we got Lamagan, Binnian, still quite misty up there. So up to Lamagan, up to Binnian, and then over the side is Ben Crom Reservoir and the trail down to Ben Crom Dam. And yeah, I was nearly putting on the raincoat. It was starting to rain, and then it stopped, and then the mist has faded away a bit and the sunshine has come out, and I'm now in short sleeves again because it's roasting warm. But yeah, it's slowly getting better on the visibility, which is great. And this is a big stream here, comes out of Blue Loch all the way down into the river, and that waterfall's coming into the river as well. So there's loads of these wee streams on this trail, and but there's always crossing places. There's always kind of stones and things to clamber over to get across, and but you might end up getting your feet wet at some point if you lose your foot position, but they're relatively small except for the big one. There was a big river, but the crossing point was two rocks pushed together for quite a narrow easy step over. So yeah, so there's Blue Loch over there. Amazing place. First time you come up here, it's you see the mountains and all these streams, and then you get the surprise of this loch just in the middle of the Mournes, just sitting there peaceful, quiet, underneath Slieve Lamagan, which is 701 meters, and Slieve Binnian's a bit taller. We're just making our way up now to the call, and the wind starting to pick up a bit, which will move that mist even further away, and then we're gonna take on, we'll try Slieve Lamagan. Slieve Lamagan it's a bit of a scramble. There's no real path. You're really just making it up as you go along, which makes it really tough if it's the last one of your 7-7s. It was just sheer willpower, because it was just dig deep time. I knew if I got to the top of it that you know, that was it. You know, in fact, you know, a couple extra mountains with Cove and Beg, but I knew I just had to put one step in front of the other to make it back to Newcastle. Whereas Slieve Lamagan and Binnian, you know you've got this way out. you know you've got this excuse where you can say, that's enough, I'm going back to Carrick Little, and I'm pulling out. So the fact that you have an excuse is playing on your mind. And whereas once you get over Slieve Lamagan, there's no excuses, because the only way back is walk to Newcastle, or if you want to come back down Slieve Lamagan, but nobody wants to do that. The mental gymnastics was pretty heavy. so there we go, that's Slieve Lamagan. So we're gonna do it fairly fresh. You know, it's like the first mountain today, so shouldn't be any problems. But navigation, you just have to be careful, because there is no real path. You do have to stay on track. There's a couple of bends here and there. You just have to be careful, especially in the mist, that you're on the right line. And then coming off it, again, just be careful that you're on the right line, because as you can see, it's quite misty at the top, but it is starting to break on this side. Slieve Binnian, it's all completely broken, and over here is Analong Valley, and again, a bit misty, but it should all melt away over the next half an hour to an hour. So let's keep it going. We're making good progress up Slieve Lamagan, and the mist is finally cleared. You can see the Ben Crown Reservoir and the dam, and about 5 minutes earlier this whole place just descended in mist, and yeah, we give it a couple of minutes and it's starting to fade again, which is good. And you can see the valley now. It just descended in mist into here, so at that crossroads I couldn't really see anything. I knew straight ahead was the dam, left and right. That's Slieve Binnian, and the trail up that way. So Slieve Lamagan is it's one of those mountains. I don't think you climb it twice the same way, because you're just making judgment calls on which path to take. You'll see steps and trails, and you're just kind of making it up as you go along. So we're approaching 500 meters, about 450 at the moment, just over, and there's this kind of first ledge, and that's pretty much how it goes. It's a couple of ledges as we go up, but it's all just a scramble. There's no path. It's just you're making it up as you go along. You can see down there the trails, they're all going all different ways. We have another waterfall over here, and just all the water coming down into the reservoir. And yeah, that ridge far in the distance, there's a couple of ridges, and then we're there. So the Mournes looking spectacular. The mist makes it look very eerie, but it starts slowly burning away as time has gone on. A few skips of rain, but it's actually quite warm. So right, let's keep it going. Slieve Lamagan, let's get stuck in. Down to the last 100 meters, and the mist has stayed away. You can see now we've come far enough up now to see Silent Valley Reservoir, Ben Crom Dam in Silent Valley, and this is Ben Crom Mountain over here, and Slieve Binnian. You can also see the Binnian Loch, just in the up at the top, and that's where that waterfall's coming out of. So the waterfall's coming down, so the loch must be overflowing. So last 100 meters, things have eased slightly. We do want to make sure we're bending now to the right, because you're basically coming straight, but then it's kind of a bend to get to the top, and also over that side is where the reservoir is, so you kind of just want to stay in the middle. And yeah, it's more enjoyable than I remembered. It's a bit more relaxed this time around compared to the 7.7s. But yeah, you just have to take it slow and steady on Slieve Lamagan, because there's rocks. You do have to watch your balance in some places. You know, things are a bit slippy, and you know, it's pretty much just you're making your own way. But there is a faint trail, so we're just going to make our way up now to the top. Slieve Lamagan, let's get it done. Of Slieve Lamagan, 701 meters, and it's misty again. Started to get misty as we were coming up. You can't see the sunshine over here, so hopefully that breaks through again for the way down. And yeah, Slieve Lamagan, just a scramble. You're using your hands, so you might want to take a pair of gloves, just because you're touching rock, and keep yourself steady. And yeah, trail wise, you're just sort of making up as you go along. And you know, there is trails made by other people, but they're going all different directions, so you have to just make judgment calls as which way you're going. GPS, very important, just to stay on the right line. As long as you're going the right line, you can't go wrong, because there's so much on the left and so much on the right, so you're not near anything that you're going to fall off. But you do want to make sure that if you see a trail going too much to the right, too much to the left, you know, that you're kind of maybe going to the left, going to the right, going to the left, but you're keeping on the same bearing to the top, and that'll keep you right. So yeah, so we're going to make our way back down, and the views hopefully will come for us, and then we're going to do a loop around Binnian, so Slieve Binnian, up the traditional Slieve Binnian route, and then back down beside the Mournes wall. That's the plan. But as we've conquered Slieve Lamagan, Binnian has a path a lot of the way, so it's just the visibility again. So again, you need to just take a backup compass map, a Mournes map, just in case, because if your phone dies or runs out, you need to know where you're going, because the visibility is very poor. So yeah, so far so good. Slieve Lamagan. Gonna enjoy the views, get some fluids and snacks on, and then we're making our way down. So we're on our way to Slieve Binnian, and first bit of Slieve Binnian's just steps, which is after Lamagan. It's pretty good because you don't have to think, you just sort of follow the steps, but they're tough going. You're basically going up 100 meters from the col, and you can see Bencrom Reservoir, and there's a waterfall just going into that. And these are the two tops of Slieve Binnian. So the here's gaps over there, and that's the North Tor, and then it's that extra bit up to the top. And way in the distance you can see the walls, the two walls going up Slieve Binnian, and the very distance you can see the hut, Mournes wall. And then there's the call between Binnian and the Beg over there, and that's Slieve Beg, or Slieve Lochshana, and there is Loch Shanna. We're at the top, or high enough where we can see in the mountains, and yeah, it's just spectacular. Slieve Binnian, probably one of the most popular of the 7, probably after Slieve Donard, I would imagine. And then basically you can see the majority of them. So Burna, Meadbeg, Meadmore, Mournes just continues all the way round, all the way right round this way. And over there is Blue Loch at the foot of Slieve Lamagan. But it's turned out a great day. The Mournes looking spectacular, absolutely fantastic. So onwards to Slieve Binnian, and let's keep it going. Just past the north tour of Binnian, which is this outcrop here, and you can see the Binnian Loch much closer. It's sort of in the middle here, and Binnian's kind of split into two. So there's the north tour, and then once you get to that, there's this kind of flat bit all the way up to the top of Binnian, and you can see all the trails, and then that sort of rocky outcrop at the very top is the very top. So that's where we're going, and then we're going to come down. You can see a bit of the Mournes wall just on the edge, and we're going to follow to the top of Binnian and then down along the Mournes wall to create like a loop. So Binnian's north tour. It used to be there was no real path. The path kind of stopped, and then there was this lull lead up to the tour, and it was just a boggy, mucky mess. All the water was in this sort of low lying place below the tour, and you used to have your ankles covered in water, but they're putting in a path, which is nice. So it means you don't really have to pick a spot and jump over pools of water and all that, just follow the path. So that's a great addition. It sort of backs up what I was saying about Binnian. After Slieve Donard, Binnian's I think the second most popular hike for people. There's so many people from other countries that you meet, from all of Ireland, Europe, America, all these different places, and Binnian seems to be the one, because it's in the middle of everything, so you can see everything on a good day. So you see the valleys, and then you've got the reservoirs, Ben Crum, and you can basically see everything from Binnian, so it's very popular. So it makes sense why they're putting in an extra bit of path. The thing with Binnian is, on the 7.7s, is you have to go up it, and then you have to come basically back the way you came, which is fair enough, because you want to get over to Lamagan. There's no other way around it, and gravity takes its hold, but it's just all of the steps towards the top of Binnian, you have to do them again, so you're doubling back. So another mental challenge that you have to prepare yourself for. But I remember getting to this point in Binnian, and when I was coming back, I would look across to Lamagan and think there's no way. And Binnian was the first point where I just thought this might not be possible to do this. So this Binnian's one where you just want to one foot in front of the other, just concentrate. If you've got music on, sing a few lyrics, sing to yourself. What I did was, because everybody who went up had to come back down, I kept passing the time by saying hello to everyone, you know, sort of. I thought, okay, well, I'll encourage people who are ahead of me, you know, like, so I started saying hello to everybody, and you know, a few words of encouragement, and as I kept doing that, I kept getting closer. So as you can see, just by talking, I've gotten closer to this landmark over here, and yeah, you just have to keep your mind occupied, and if you can get to the base of Lamagan, then that's it. One more to go. So yeah, that was my Binnian strategy. It wasn't really a strategy, it was just trying to not focus on my legs, which were absolutely aching at this point. Because remember, you're coming up from Ben Crom Dam, and then you're coming up steps, and you're coming up to the North Tor. So by this point here, I was feeling it. I can see Lamagan now peeking out from the other side of the Tor, but it's just this track right here. Lake here, Blue Lock is in the distance, and that over there is Slieve Donard over there. So that's the saddle, Slieve Donard and Cometa, and then there's the saddle. So on the 7/7s, once you climb Lamagan, you have to make it all the way over there, and you just have to dig deep, because at that point there is another 2 hills, up and downs, so you just have to keep it going, and think of happier times other than how your legs are feeling. So that's that. Right, so we're approaching the this outcrop, and let's keep it going. of Slieve Binnian. It's too windy to hear up there. So we're coming down the Mournes wall, which is just on our right hand side, and this brings us back to the trail up along the valley to the call, which is up here. There's Slieve Lamagan, and then this is Binnian. So you can see this trail. So this track here meets the trail at an angle, and you can see for miles around. The weather forecast was correct. This is Along Valley. You couldn't see it this morning. Forest, and that's Slieve Donard and Slieve Comida. So there's a saddle right in the middle. Donard's up there, Comida is there. And then Slieve Lamagan, to get over there you have to go over these couple of hills, so Cove and Beg. This route makes a nice loop. So up Binnian, and then if you come down here along the wall, this gets you back to where you started. So it's a nice loop round, and this is the sea here, Irish Sea. So as you're walking down, now I have done this where I couldn't see in front of myself. All I had was the wall to guide me. But on a nice sunny day like today, you can see the sea, the valleys, the mountains, the forests. It's spectacular, the scenery. So a lot of people come to this side of the Mournes because there's just, you can basically just see everything on a clear day. You know, the water and lakes and the reservoirs and all the big mountains. You know, you can see everything. And we have our sheep keeping us company as well. And yeah, it's really easy just to get into the heart of the big Mournes. Loads to, even just a short stroll up to the call and back, you know. But this trail here, it's on out in open mountainside, and then it eventually gets on to this path which has been constructed with stones, so it's really good. And once you hit these stones, you kind of know, I guess they're about a third of the way. So you kind of go 2/3 on the open mountain side, and then once you hit the stones, you know, you're coming up to the track. So that's Slieve Lamagan and Slieve Binnian, both over 700 meters, and what a day out. If you get the chance, give it a go. You know, do one, do two, do a loop. But it's just a spectacular place to visit. Loads to see, lots of fresh air, good stretch to the legs. Yeah, if you're in this part of the Mournes, give it a go, check it out.